Fire shows bunt. Fire's lefty pitched a gem yesterday. 5 or 6 innings of shutout baseball. Yanking on the steal, gets in there safely. So you're just catching up. We got leadoff man aboard with the walk. Yankin steals second. Byers at the plate here, number 2 hitter. The leadoff man aboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes now, 1 away. Fires. Welcome into the booth here, production manager and color man extraordinaire for Game 5 here of this set, Joel Kiersgaard. Oh, hey Joel. It's up on the top. How's everything looking? Byers battling here, count full. Looks like Sam Kalina on deck. That one misses. It could have been first and second with nobody out, and Kalina coming up to bat. Got Byers at first. Byers a threat to steal, speedy runner. Lipscomb Field here, Lipscomb University, Nashville, Tennessee. Beautiful neighborhood, beautiful university. Play over to first. Byers back, nothing doing. Byers on the steal, high throw, he's in there safely, skips into the outfield. Byers turns the corner, goes to third. He's going to go all the way around, and he should have. Golly, base running on the long shots, still giving us some troubles. You want these, Burger? Kalina, Renger, and it looks like Kiersgaard set to bat. Kalina takes a hack at that one, comes up empty. Two, one away. That was a strike called. They go out on a limb here and say they're the Lipscomb Buffaloes. That one hit high in the air. Right field line drifting foul and out of play. Bounces off the wall. Right field. Out of play down the line. It's a hot morning here. The sun is out. No rain in the forecast till this afternoon. So I think that's what pushed the early start here today. The Bisons. Yeah, beautiful field here at Lipscomb University. That looks like it gets a piece of Kalina off the elbow guard. And now we're going to have runners on the corners. Third base. One of the nicer fields we've played. Natural turf field that we played on.
Let's go, Matt.
Good shot.
Good job, man.
No, Matt.
Huh.
Come on, Matt. Stay out.
Okay.
Come on, Matt. Let's go, kid. Hey, stay hot, man.
Kalina steals second on the play. Runners at second and third.
Come on, Matt.
Rager fouls that one back.
Come on, 3-2. Let's go, Matt. Come on, Matt. Go, Matt. Low line drive, stay like that. 52. Come on, Matt. Go, Matt. Go, kid.
Upstairs and in.
Go, Matt.
2-1. It's the end of the week here. Pitching's probably down to the bottom of the tank here. Unless we could have maybe some of these teams pre-planned and left a little of their starters on game one back on Wednesday. Nice swing, relaxed. Inside, he takes a free pass, and now they're loaded for Kiersgaard. Yeah, there's going to be a timeout on the field here. Coach, the action. The noon sun is approaching. It is a steamer out here. It rained for a good portion of the day yesterday. The heat coming off the field, sun overhead, slight overcast. Home plate umpire out there to break things up, get things back underway. Kiersgaard bat with bases loaded. Fresso on the on-deck circle. Collin gets a piece of that one, sends it foul back and out of play. No score here. Top of the first. One away. Good opportunity here for the long shots. And there's a nice single out into the gap. Well done. Here comes one run. And here comes Kalina with a big turn. He holds up at third. And that's an RBI. That's going to bring up Fresso to the plate. Base is still full of shots. Fresso with the open stance. A rhythm at the plate with the bat wiggle. Takes first pitch, offering high for ball one. That one was right in the butter zone. Fresso just did miss it. His fastball there slaps the letter. Fresso swings through it for strike two. 1-2 the count with one away. Romick in the on-deck circle. That's going to be 2 outs here. The dandy of a shortstop. Some great plays yesterday. With 2 outs, he bats with bases loaded. First pitch strike called on the outside corner.
John up. Good, John up. All right, John, be big here. Come on. Come on, John. Go, John. Good spot for you, kid. Let's go.
Thanks. Pitcher steps off.
Go, John. Capitalize that bit. Go, John.
And that's strike 3 called on the outside corner, and that's going to end the inning for the long shots. They're going to leave 3. They score 1. Long shots leading 1-0 here as we go to the bottom of the first. We'll be back in the action on the Nero Broadcast Network in just a few minutes.
Yeah, kid. Johnny. Here, John. Go ahead, on it. Go, Johnny. Johnny. Hey, go on, go on.
Anyway, Robert, send away to be there, kid.
Way to be there, kid. T-Rob. Good stuff. Great luck, kid. Go on. Let's go. Back shot ground ball. Let's go. Let's go, babe. Oh, babe. Yeah, kid. Next pitch, let's go. Let's go, Cox, on me! Come on, Cox. Foul ball! Foul ball!
Hey, if you're just catching up with the action here, Athletics have 2 men on with 1 away here. First out was a 2-hopper back to the pitcher. Johnny tipped it up with his glove, bare hands, and fired it over to first. That was the first out. Ground ball in between first and second. And then there was a nice play by the second baseman, Posen. Nope, that's not.
That's Grimm.
That's Grimm at second. He tossed it over the first baseman's head, I think, and it rolled to the backstop, so he gets on first. And then they had a fly ball into center field. And the error by Yankin on that one fell. And so now we have another slow roller to the shortstop, Romick. And he scoops that one up and has to eat it. And so, unlikely beginning of the half inning here.
Yeah, hi, Ryan.
Welcome to the broadcast.
Settled in here. Yeah, long shots have been their own worst enemy at times here so far. Possible outs in a row together. That's where it really hurts. You got to make it some of these, right?
That's a fly ball. Is it back? Does it say live right there? Is it red?
Yeah.
Okay. Right back in the action here. Sorry we dropped it out there. Having some issues with our equipment. It's pretty hot and humid here. Catching you back up in the action. Nero reach on a single and get to second base on the overthrow. And then another chopper back to the mound. Gets Graham Roberts to second base. And that's fisted little flare, drifting foul. He's up to the plate. He went down on strikes for the first out, and that's going to bring up Ashmore.
For those, the stream just came up. Just to reset a little bit, we've got runners on second and third, 1 out. Nolan Ashmore up to bat, infield mostly back. Corners are mostly in. It looks like third base even with the bag. First baseman up on the grass.
That one misses upstairs.
So infield, middle infield's conceding a run on the grounder, whereas not so necessarily so on the corners. Got to manufacture a run here, Ryan, one way or the other. Put the ball in play. That should do it.
Ball, the shortstop picks it up, fires it to first, low. Nero scores on the play, and the game is tied.
All right, Ryan, we got that one in. So now we've managed to tie it back up. This is a chance now to do some damage. Playing with house money a little bit here now. Got the one back. Let's be greedy and good enough.
Runners. Let's see. Graham Roberts on third, 90 feet away. Represents the go-ahead run.
Find a nice spot for that overheating router.
Yeah, I'm trying. There was a breeze coming through here, so I wanted to move this bag and allow a little more air to come through here. Stifling here.
It looks like we went dark again.
Very good.
Not on the screen, but I'm not good on here. Let me close mine.
Go, Bryce.
I wasn't fouled back.
Okay, see him.
Make sure you're not on the network. Bryce Poston, second baseman, the long shots. Opportunity to push across Graham Roberts for the go-ahead run here in the top of the third. Excuse me, top of the second. Scoreboard's crooked.
They showed a full count, and that was a ball, and clearly wasn't a full count. Now I think it is.
I'm not sure what's going on with the scoreboard, partner, so we can't pay attention to that.
That'll end the half inning, all right?
Yeah, that's going to do it for the long shots. They leave 190 feet away, which would have been the go-ahead run. The score is now tied. We're going to move into the bottom of the second inning. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, so I don't know if the ump's using it, but the scoreboard is actually.
It is. Got a knock on the window up there. Hey!
This will be super fun, man. Not back in the action here at Ken Dugan Field at Lipscomb University.
Welcome back.
I'm joined in the press box here, not only by my partner Joel Kiersgaard, but we got a special guest here, Kevin Schultz, by God. Kevin, how are you today?
I'm doing well, Rhino. How you been?
Good to see Kevin Schultz, a longtime friend of myself, wife. We were reminiscing last night about our trip to the Dominican Republic for your wedding at that. Talking about some war stories from that event. Lovely stories, nonetheless.
Speaking of a baseball pipeline, the Dominican Republic pumping out major league talent for decades.
Yeah. That's Johnny Tragos on the mound, and we got Graham Roberts catching. Johnny Tragos did well in the first. Kevin Schultz lives out here in the Franklin area with his wife, Jen, daughter, Brooklyn.
Yeah, about 20 minutes straight south on 65.
There was some chatter about attending a private club with a pool and some cocktails after the game. I don't know if there's any truth to that, but Johnny throws that one in there for a strike called outside corner.
You got to win first.
That one fouled up in the air, back out of play towards the screen. Oh, gets a piece of the seat there. You probably caught that on the mic. Speaking of our mics, are we all mic'd up across? We got the right mic. Let's see what you got. Oh, we got. We got to turn your mic off.
Second base, a little bit of a bobble.
Oh! Nice play there by Romick. Get the out at first. So let's. Oh, Grimm at second. Okay, so we got one of them cameras is on, so that'll be good enough.
Camera 2.
No, we don't have them plugged in. We're kind of just going to fly by the seat of our pants. If it gets to... Kevin Schultz is a high school baseball player himself. Telling me a story about a homecoming game where he bounced one off the wall. Kev, why don't you tell that story?
Oh. After this pitch, I'll give you the...
Johnny kicks and fires on the 2-0 count. Gets a strike called inside corner. Kev?
You know, they made us play a doubleheader the day we were going to prom.
Swings through that one. Count evens up at 2-2. And let's see if Tragos can get it done here. He's pitching a gem so far through 1.5, 2 innings, right? One and 2/3, I think it is. Upstairs. Full count. Oh.
But yeah, quickly, they had us in a doubleheader the day of prom, and nobody, needless to say, wanted to be there. And the second pitcher was throwing smoke, and I decided to just swing away. And needless to say, I thought it was gone. So I started the home run trot. At the top of the wall, fell in. Coach was flagging me to go to third, and I was standing on first.
One shining moment. Signed, sealed, delivered. I'd like to welcome all of our linemen. That one bounces off home plate. Graham chases it back to the backstop, scoops it up. Runner gets the second, moves up 90 feet. And now with one strike to get out of it, we find ourselves with a runner in scoring position. It'll be the go-ahead run for the Athletics. The yellow ribbon on their hard hats. Anybody know what the yellow ribbon stands for?
Oh, the 20 Orlando's.
Oh, that one hit high in the air. Left field, kind of underneath it, backing up and falls down. I think the ball hit him in the shoulder on the way down. Fires it back in. 1 run scores. That ball's in at third.
You know, they
Yeah, that's tough. That's the second error in the outfield today, and both of those errors in the outfield cost the long shots a run, and that just didn't look very clean there. Tough play, high in the air. I'm not seeing a lot of sun as the overcast clouds have moved in here at Ken Dugan Field. Beautiful community surrounding Lipscomb University. This is the cap on a 5-game set. Call this a showcase event, round robin. No winners, no losers. Playing for pride.
I believe Notre Dame College played here last season against Lipscomb.
Is that right?
Baseball, yeah.
It's a proper field. This is a wood bat tournament, so if you're at home, all of our live streamers, I'd like to thank all of them for chiming in at Downers Grove, Westmont, Wisconsin. That one hit high in the air. Second baseman, first baseman, Colin Kiersgaard coming in. Puts the leather on it and ends the damage. but not before the Athletics move ahead. Your scores are moved to the top of the third inning. Athletics 3, Long Shots 2. We'll be back in the action on the Nero Broadcast Network in just a few minutes.
Isn't that great? Isn't that great? You should tell Brooklyn to chime into the YouTube, and then we'll give her a shout out. Does she have anything coming up? Golf or something? She'll get a kick out of that. Yeah, give her a shout out. Well, there's only 8 people out there. Probably 8 streamers. There's quite a few people actually watching. That's not including gamers. You just pick up the link from there. That's definitely the tank.
All right, back in the action here. It looks like Grimm steps up to the plate. He represents the 13th hitter in the lineup before we roll it over. It's Ricky Yankin in the on-deck circle, leadoff man for the Long Shots. Let's see if Grimm could get things started for the Shots. Give Ricky a chance to put one out in the gap. Grimm's playing second base for the Shots today. Made a nice play last inning.
Be a fine time to lay one down the third base line.
Fairly sloppy game by the Long Shots so far, but they're staying in it. That one inside. Someone's going to say it. No Weritz. All kinds of technical problems. We've been clean all week. Of course, game 5, we're getting glitchy, but back in action here. Fouled off. Foul into the parking garage. Not a breath of wind here. You're on Hades' backyard here. It's a proper steamer here. That one upstairs. I feel like we're below, kind of in a bowl here. I'm looking at the topography where the houses are up, so we're down. Might have something to do with the temperature. That one low, and he works a walk after getting 2 strikes. So nice at bat for Grimm. That's going to roll the lineup over. That's going to bring up center fielder Ricky Yankin. Yankin made one hell of a play the other night, going to his right on an absolute missile. Chased it down about 150 feet. Looked very Crow Armstrong out there. Grimm crawling his way back to the bag. Dirt's a little sticky, so quite the opposite. We have
Boy.
and Grimm's. And so Grimm works the walk and gets out at second, and he's going to have to drive home with a dirty uniform. It's a long way, 8 hours back to the Chicagoland area.
It's nice to see some dirty uniforms finally. Not a big fan of the carpet.
Oh, as I was saying, the turf was so wet that there was 5 events where the runners had slid past the bag and were tagged out. And Coach Hall over there attempting to flash the leather.
Call that an E10.
Right between the wickets.
Don Zimmer would be disappointed.
Yanking down 0-1 here, 1 away. Long Shots need to get something cooking here pretty soon. And he does lay the bunt down. Goes right back to the pitcher. Speedy Yankin down the line.
Not sure of the strategy on that one.
I think he was going down the line. Third baseman was back. Just got it off the meaty part of the bat and sent it right back to the pitcher on a one hop. So maybe a good idea, not so good execution.
It was an idea I had a batter ago.
Yeah.
Maybe the echo finally got to the dugout.
Nobody on. Like to see Ricky swinging away. He's got a nice bat, but that's okay. We bring up Byers here.
Ooh, good pitch. Nice off-speed pitch.
Yeah, like caught Byers out in front there.
Come on, Byers, shortstop, you kid. My bad.
2 outs, and Byers should reach and bring up Sam Kalina. Kalina reaching his first at bat. I think he's got Byers' number here. Byers is going to have to settle in. Steps out of the box, adjusts the batting gloves. Watching the fist of the home plate umpire. Looked like it's slightly clenched and relaxed.
I thought he was going to pull the actor from Leslie Nielsen.
Oh. And he gets the foul tip piece of that. Byers is down on strikes, and that's going to do it for the long shots. Shots are still chasing one here, so we move to the bottom of the third inning. Excuse me. Yeah, bottom of the third inning. It's long shots 2, Athletics 3. We'll be back with the Joel and Rhino show just a few minutes.
He's my color guy. He did and scream it at Tracy Tucker, right? He's absolutely he took a couple of pitches. Most athletic people. This bat is deep. You get something good, maybe help us run it out.
Oops. Back in the action here. Bottom of the third. Trey goes back on the bump. That one hit out to the gap. Shortstop giving chase. Picked up by the left fielder.
A little tweener there.
And that is Ashmore out in the left. Not much you could do with that one. Just a little flare out in the left. Leadoff man's aboard. First pitch. Not sure what language that was.
Pitchers popping the mid a little bit today.
Yeah, Tragos is one of our aces. Pitched on Wednesday. Oh,
Ooh,
close play at first.
Oh,
Oh, called safe by the field official.
he got him on that call.
Oh, another
now
close
you get a
play.
chance to make it right. No.
And a very delayed safe call there by the field official.
He must have been on Broadway last night.
Big lead at first. That one just misses, low and away. Tragos behind 2-0 here with nobody down.
Sure didn't miss by much.
Oh, man. That's a ground ball chopper. Oh, did
We got a web gem there by the third base.
Third base coach, the other team showing up Coach Hall. He didn't like that very much. Another close play. Johnny doing a great job keeping that runner honest at first. It's 2-1 the count here. And for Graham to do a little back pick action here if Cowan look alive and squeeze the bag. Right here, be looking for that toss over from Graham. He's got a nice arm, and he's done it before. Full count here, so. See if Tragos can get the first out of the inning in the form of a strikeout here. Oh, he got him! Boom! And Tragos throws over to first, gets that lead runner. And he was getting closer each time. That one just got him by a foot.
We've seen that now back-to-back innings. You really just can't have it. It's picked off with nobody out.
Squandered a potential inning, score a run. That one hit out in the left. Ashmore gets it on the one hop, fires it into the cut man. And yeah, they'd have been in business first and second here, or maybe runners in the corners if he was moving on the pitch.
Makes you wonder, are the fundamentals being taught these days?
That's going to bring up Isaiah, left-hander for the Athletics. See Nero take a few to his. Another play over to first. You know, when you're watching the college games or major league games, usually you see that throw over, and then you hear all the groans from the audience. They don't like that slow-edging play by throwing over. Not so much at this level. Oh, Graham's got, oh man, and the ball pops out of his glove twice. And he would have had him. I would have believed he would have had him. He had a nice pop, a little bit of a late jump. As it is, it's one out man on second. That's going to be Kalina. She's giving chase in foul territory. Didn't hang up for him. Hits the turf. Partner?
Famous bar in Chicago named Dugan's. Wonder if it's named after Ken.
Ah. That's right, Dugan's.
Not sure I understood that one either.
Can't come set until the batter's in the box. Do the translation. Let me get the translation machine out. Bungada, bungada, bungada. That one hit high in the air. Center fielder Yankin coming in.
Can of corn.
Can of corn finds it, rears its head in the broadcast again. Kev, you know where the term can of corn comes from?
Tell us, Rhino.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and pass that one over to my partner, Joel Kiersner. Joel, for the explanation.
Thanks, Ryan. So no one's 100% sure, but the smart money is that it is stems from grocery stores in early 20th centuries. They used to put the goods for sale on the shelves down at eye level and chest level. Shoppers can come by and grab their canned goods. But when they were selling out and they had to restock, they didn't have any back room to put them in, so they put all the cans up high above the very top shelf and stacked them high up there. Ground ball back to Johnny, off his glove, off balance throw to first,
he
gets
got
him
him.
out.
What a play by Tragos.
Great play by Tragos. In any event, when they were restocking the shelves, they'd take a long stick, knock the can off the very top, catch it right in the basket in front of their chest. Easy little catch and put the can back on the shelf, and there's your can of corn.
And there you have it. Absolute gem there by Johnny. Hot shot, one hopper up the middle, off his glove. He had to turn, sprint off the mound, picked it up, threw a bullet over to Kiersgaard at first, and that was going to be it to end the inning. And so we move into the top of the fourth inning. Long shots down one, Athletics 3, shots 2. We'll be back on the Neuro Broadcast Network in just a minute.
Sam, start us off here, babe. Go, Sam, play it on, babe. Go, Sam, come on, kid. Right here, Sam, start an inning.
Okay, so back in the action here. Long shot's making some moves. I think I saw Graham Roberts and Rocco Nero trot over to the bullpen, get warmed up. Not sure what's going on there. But Sam Clean is going to take the stick here and lead off position, and that one's going to roll all the way.
Just a bit outside.
Going to go Kalina, Ranger, and Kiersgaard here to start things off in the top of the fourth.
Big kid here.
Yeah, Sam, big boy. Great third baseman, good hitter.
Oh,
Thompson, that one foul down the right field line and out of play. 1-1 the count.
sure glad I didn't park in the parking garage and parked illegally right behind the stadium.
Sounds like I'm hearing the West Tennessee cicada. Maybe 2 ago, 17-year locusts. All kinds of tasty recipes you can make with them locusts.
Oh, yeah.
There's a shot.
All right.
Kalina smokes that one out in the right field, just over the second baseman's head on a rope.
See how he took that one to right and didn't force anything? What a beautiful set of
Good
hitting.
piece
right
of hitting there, absolutely. Take what the pitcher's giving you. My partner Joel and I have been saying that all week. We had a lot of trouble on the outside corners with our hitters coming up trying to pull that pitch instead of just slapping it out to right.
A lot of times that's the way to break out of a slump. Just take the ball to right.
And I'm not suggesting Kalina slapped that one. He absolutely barreled that one.
Sure did.
Kalina back in safely at first. And let's not get too tricky on the base pads here. Chasing one here.
Most action we've had is at first base.
Worthy of note, the long shots haven't had any extra base hits in this whole 5-game set. Stat brought to you by the Kiersgaard Google machine. Last night came up with that one. If anybody can do it, Ranger can do it. This guy's got a nice, relaxed disposition at the plate. Good eye.
All right, now you see me. Let's go. All right, Matt, let's piece one here. Come on.
Outfield straight away, not too deep. Ball field plays monstrously deep on a humid day in this wood bat tournament. Balls don't fly off the bat like they do with these aluminum bats, college series, high school. 400 straightaway center. 330 down the lines. You got to absolutely hammer it and get it out of here.
Is that a little mini green monster out there?
It is, yeah. The batter's eye, they've got protected well for the pitch coming in.
Oh,
and
right.
there goes Ranger, and he gets it out over the second baseman's head. They go back-to-back singles here to start the fourth. And they keep the line moving. Kiersgaard smoked one out in the left center gap here for an RBI in his first at bat.
Fire up the hit means a run chant. Let's go.
And nobody out here. Runners at first and second.
I say we keep it going. Scrap the bunt and let's go.
Looks like Drago's jogging down the line to call in Rocco. Tell him to get his helmet on. The kid's going to have to get ready to bat here. Nice bunt right there. And the throw goes past. And Colin lays down a gem. He gets the RBI, and he ends up at second base on a beautifully executed bunt. That kid is looking spectacular.
Let's go.
Good fundamental baseballs there. I think he caught him sleeping. Just let it die in between the third base line and the pitcher's mound. Pitcher had to come off and then turn and fire and just sailed it over the first baseman's head. A little collision over that first. And now the coach is out to have a chit chat. This is his second visit.
Really placed that bunt in the perfect spot. You know, with the weather being wet lately, you get it right to that grass and it just sat there and died.
Just sat and died. That's going to be the way it's going to be today. And that's going to do it for the starting pitcher here. And this pitching change is going to be brought to you by Mac Daddy on Madison in Forest Park, Illinois. And this break in the action has been brought to you by Mac Daddy Salon. Mac Daddy on Madison Street in Forest Park, Illinois. Stop in and ask for Master Stylist Tracy. And while the pitch is warming up, we're going to give a shout out to Brooklyn Schultz. Brooklyn Schultz is taking a little bit of a rest. She's at home watching the live stream. Brooklyn, a tremendous youth golfer. Gets out on the course with her father and her mother from time to time. The golf game's come a long way. She's got a beautiful swing, very accurate, can putt. Gonna have to look out. Keep an eye out for this Brooklyn Schultz as she starts to make her way into the circuit. Kev?
Yeah, she's you know, it's at the point now where you got to put in the work, right, Rhino? You know, with Rocco being, you know, going into his junior year, you know, early in life it was fun, and then you finally had to start putting in the work. Right?
That's right. That's right. And it looks like we got the new pitcher, a little Quisenberry-esque.
Oh, Dan Quisenberry, the old Kansas City Royal
Is
reliever.
Let's see it.
They say he used to scoop dirt up when he threw
Yeah, and there you have it. Now, it's unlike me to pull that one out of my back pocket, partner. I got to believe you're feeling pretty good about that. I used to call Kevin when I would work my shift at the tavern as a younger man and have him give me the highlights before the advent of these wildly smart smartphones and say, I need some highlights for the sports, because I didn't know how to really capture those highlights with my patrons. And he would give me the rundown on the things I need to know before I went into work, and off I went. You remember those days?
It was a thing. Well before AI.
Yeah, well. That's exactly it.
We even considered an earpiece at one point.
That's going to bring up James Fresso. Fresso batting with nobody out.
Infield in.
Infield in. Shots have tied the game up 3-3 here. Go ahead run at third. Oh, Fresso hammers that one out to center. That might be an opportunity.
We're going to have a play at the plate here.
Here comes Ranger. He's motored. He's rumbling. He's stumbling. He's crumbling. And he's in there. That ball rolls to the backstop, and Collins going to take third. And James Fresso gets it down with a sac fly, advances both runners, and gets the go-ahead run.
Right. We got something going here, right?
That's going to bring up Jonah Romick. Romick, the shortstop, for the long shots.
Infield in again. 50% less chance of covering the ball with the infield in.
50% chance, he says. Collin 90 feet away for a much-needed insurance run.
With that ball really coming at him from a different angle. You have to adjust the eyes.
It didn't bother Fresso. He barreled that one. He's hit it right at that center fielder, deep enough to score the run.
Nice patience at the plate.
You got this, buddy. One and one offering. Fights that one. I thought that was going to get a piece of him. Managed to get the piece of the bat on him.
Way to fight that off. Stay alive. Here we go.
Let's go. Come on. Let's go, kid. Come on, Johnny. Let's go, Jonah. Let's go, Jonah.
Not sure what that means.
Go.
And the 1-2 offering. Man, Jonah just does get a piece to stay alive.
Heck of an effort there. Stay alive.
Doing his best impression of John Travolta.
Come on, Jonah.
1 ball, 2 strikes here. Shots up 4-3.
Come on, Jonah.
That one out in the right field. Right fielder right there. Here comes the play at the plate. Oh my gosh.
All right. He would have been gone.
Yeah, he would have been dead. Collins not known for his speed. Wisely checked up and goes back to third now, and he doesn't want to make the third out at home plate. Give Nero a chance and knock him in. Let's see if that pays off for the youngster.
Going with a different bat.
Go, Rocco!
Yeah, he pulled out the white stick there by Total Control Sports. That's heaviest bat in the arsenal, biggest bat he's got. That one misses low.
All right.
I'd love to see Rock get into one here for sure.
All right, great eye.
Nice job. He's seeing it nicely. Hopefully he gets one middle in. He can put the barrel on it. Clean one out over that left fielder's head towards the line.
Big run out there on third.
Yeah, man. Yeah, right. Let's go, Rock.
Leaves that one inside and low, and now 3-0. It's got to be his pitch here, folks.
They must have got the scouting report on Rock because they're sure staying away from him.
Nero reached on a single his last at bat. Now looking to cash in an insurance run. Chopper up the middle.
Go, go.
Tough place. And shortstop comes over, scoops it, throws it over. They leave Collin at third, don't get the insurance run. Nero out at first. But the long shots manage to score 2 there, so they go up 4-3 here. We'll be back with the bottom of the 4th here on the Nero Broadcast Network in just a minute.
I'd rather see him be aggressive on 3-0.
Hey, is it just 22 for 30? Okay, perfect. Who can you know who can control? Oh, you just throw that. Oh,
How's that, Joel?
Let's go, shots. Play some D here. Let's go, Jim. Go on here. Let's go, Deuces. On two.
Bureau on the mound for the shots. After the break in action. First hitter aboard with a single out in the left center. Take a peek there. Huh. No, it just does. Yeah, we can try that. This is that one high. 2-0. Here we go.
There we go. All right. Just need him to settle in a little bit here. All right. Nice off-speed pitch there.
Get a battle back, kid.
A great time for the four-finger slider.
It's charging. It's just got, they don't charge fast. Loses that guy, and now we got first and second, single and a walk. Got a bullpen full of pitchers. We go with this outfielder. This situation when you're up one, last game. See if Rocco can dig deep here and make it happen.
All right.
Shows bunt, gets a break. Strike one.
Interesting, we're not guarding against the bunt here. Got first baseman in a little bit. Barely off the dirt. Third baseman way back.
Showing bunt. Did he not get that call? So 1-1.
They want to bring the left fielder in a little bit in case the third baseman needs to charge.
Lays that one down foul. 1-2.
You have to think he's got to swing away here, huh?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe you commit, you just go for it here, but
I think I need to open up a bunting school. They say you need to catch the ball into the bat, not stab it. A lot of stabbing going on.
Nero's got a nice two-seamer. I'd like to see him snap the glove of Roberts here and get strike 3.
Brushed him off the plate on that one. I'd go low and outside here. You should have him.
Nero on the 2-2 offering. That misses wildly over the head of Graham Roberts. And now the youngster who didn't look like he was going to take the bat off his shoulder finds himself in a position for a potential walk down to first. Let's see if Nero can find his best pitch here.
Go back to that changeup he threw earlier. There we go. Okay.
Ground ball over the first.
All right.
All right.
Would you think about walking the bases loaded?
I doubt it. Go for the double play, playing for the double play, get out of it without a run.
I thought that was a miss. I would have
Now he's calling the infield in. Infield now coming in. Now with one out, looking for a strikeout. Infield pop-up. Misses that inside corner. Tough pitch to hit if he can execute it. Nero, no stranger to pitching out of trouble. Most of his outings end up with bases loaded.
Reminds me of the old White Sox pitcher, El Duque. Loved pitching himself into trouble, only to pitch himself out of it.
El Duque.
There we
That
go.
one catches the zone. 2-1. I didn't think you'd get an opportunity to see this. Spikes that one into the dirt.
Seems to be short on it.
Yeah.
Here comes some
I think the hitting coach saw the same thing you did there. Sends the infield back to their positions. Wants to have a quick chat with Rock on the mound. This quick mound visit is going to be brought to you by O'Neill's Pub in Lombard, Illinois. This break in the action's been brought to you by O'Neill's Pub in Lombard, Illinois, on St. Charles Road, just west of Grace Street. O'Neill's Pub's been in business for over 50 years, serving up your favorite pub fare and all your favorite frosty beverages.
What do you got to do for some dogs and nachos?
Man, and Coach Glowicki back into the dugout. Long shots. Nero 3-1. He's got the open bag here, not the end of the world if he should lose him to the walk. Like to see him get the K.
All right, I don't mind it. Clearly pitched around him on that one.
Clearly. Now it's going to bring up the leadoff man, Dean.
Back up that infield. Let's play the double play. Oh boy, he broke in first. Oh!
That ball hit over the left fielder's head. Ashmore giving chase all the way to the wall. 1 run's in. 2 runs are in.
Your first move really has to be back as an outfielder, or else you're going to constantly get burned.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of outfield play. I'm not sure if that's Byers out there, if it's Ashmore still. But we've got some. I think that's Ashmore out there. But I agree. Yeah, hard line drive shot kind of right at you. Your tendency is to come in, but you got to stay back, go back. You can always get in faster than you go back. And that one sailed on him off the wall, and away we go here. So 2 runs are in. They regain the lead. 1 away here. Let's see if Nero can settle in, limit the damage. Giving up 2 hits here, 2 walks. It looks like he's struggling out there a little bit on the command.
If we can get out of this with only giving up 2, it'd be nice. All right.
Foul back, out of play.
He really reached back on that.
What's the velocity indicator giving us? The velocity estimator 2,000. Near on the 2-1 offering. Steps off the rubber.
A lot of action coming out of the dugout suddenly.
You know, a lot of patience. Calm demeanor on the mound.
No, he almost chased it.
Ooh.
Almost chased it.
3-1 again.
Gotta really be careful on this pitch.
So number 2 hitter for the Athletics here.
3-1 count. First base is open.
And Nero spikes that one into the ground. He comes home. They're going to give up another run and a walk.
Surprised he doesn't have anyone up in the hole.
Yeah, I mean, I would get someone going here, but Kalina.
Oh boy.
And here comes the head coach out to the mound. A long, slow walk out to the mound. That's probably going to do it for Rocco.
This visit to the mound is sponsored by Turtle Wax.
Or Dairy Queen.
This break of the action's been brought to you by Dairy Queen in Villa Park, 211 East St. Charles Road. Dairy Queen in Villa Park has been in business for over 85 years. The friendly staff will be serving up frozen treats daily. Dairy Queen in Villa Park.
Bottom of the order. Action. Not sure. Maybe it's just a little test of the person.
Let's go, James.
Beat him all down.
Back in the action after the pitching change. That's James Fresso on the mound for the long shots. Runners on the corners for the Athletics. The steal second on the play. Successfully. You got a bag somewhere? Is cameras grabbing any more action, or they just continue to drop? Oh, we need 3 more innings. If they die, they die. We'll wrap it up and hit the swimming pool.
Oh, 99 top of the net. He closed the game out.
Yep. Yeah, Fresso, nice active arm. Strong right-hander, plays catcher, first base.
Old Dan Hampton. That one looked close.
I don't understand, when your offense is struggling too, batting 14 guys is tough as well. It's fouled back out of play. Look out, fans.
On a direct line to my illegally parked car.
Oh, you in the circle over there?
Mm-hmm.
2-2 the count here with one away. Score now 6-4 Athletics.
It would be a great time for a changeup here. One of the lost starts. Great pitch. It can be such a weapon when you throw gas like this.
That one's in there low. Didn't miss by much. And he loses them on the 3-2.
Someone get that guy a Gatorade.
Let's go, shots. Make a play here.
Here we go.
Double play ball out at second, and the line drive gets the hitter. And just like that, the Athletics squander bases loaded, one out. And what a turn of events here, and the long shots are still in it. That's a good lifting up of spirit. Top of the fifth inning here. We'll be back in the action on the Nero Broadcast Network in just a few minutes.
Let's go. So, man, seems like it'd be worth the shit, dude. Beat him up on I got a bunch of the car. Will you move this under the rod? All right, let's go. G, start an inning.
That's going to bring up Graham Roberts here. So we've got, what do we got here? We've got
I wonder if he's related.
Roberts, Adler, Ashmore.
Any relation to the old Bip Roberts?
Nice pitch low, taken for ball one. His father's sitting up there. And long shots, baseball cap, lean back, foot on the chair, enjoying this ball game in the sun.
You know, these underarm pitchers, seem simple to hit, but they can be tricky. Sometimes you got to take a strike.
That one just misses inside. 2-1 the count here. Shots chasing two here in the top of the fifth. Still a manageable game for the long shots. I got to put something together here. Upstairs. Graham reached on a walk, I believe, his last at bat.
I think you got to take one here. He seems to be losing it a little bit.
No, I believe Roberts hit a bouncer back to the mound with Nero on second. They went to go to third, couldn't get Nero. Now,
right in the clutch.
Takes him off the gluteus maximus, also known as the left butt cheek. Very forgiving component of the body.
I mean, if you're going to get hit somewhere, I'm thinking the butt cheek any day.
And as a courtesy runner trotting out for Roberts. And as Adler steps to the plate, we got the leadoff man aboard. Let's see if the Shots can manage their base running here. Get something cooking here in the top of the fifth.
I'd make him throw a strike. He seems to be losing it a little bit. Very confusing to me that you attempt the butt when the guy's in front of strike. 5 pitches.
Yeah, we got our kids running, playing pretty tight here. Aerial coverage. Sponsor here of Ken Dugan Field, Lipscomb College, Bisons.
Yeah, Pat.
Is it Bisons? It's Bisons plural with an S. Bisons singular. There's a bunt back to the pitcher. The third baseman coming in, fires one low. And they get Adler, but Adler advances the runner.
Down 2 runs.
That's going to bring up Ashmore, left fielder. One away here. Need 2 here, so. Nice hack, comes up empty.
Good swing there. Good swing. I'd like to see him take one down the right field line here.
Be beautiful.
Oh,
Delayed call. Liked it on the outside corner.
the heat must be getting him right now. I think he wants to go home.
0-2 the count, 1 away. Lays off that one. Similar pitch. 1-2 the count here.
There you get to protect the plate here.
Like to see Nolan get one into the outfield here. A little line drive.
Look at that gap between first and second.
It's a piece
Oh, he
of it.
tipped it.
It's a piece of it.
Hit the ground.
I guess the catcher caught it.
Go, Bryce. Need a little single here, kid. Let's go.
All right.
That's strike 3, and now with 2 away,
Got to get that run in. It's a big
brings
run
up Bryce Poston.
Boy, get up. Good eye, way spit on it. Go, Bryce.
Time called by Poston.
Go, Bryce. Come on, Bryce. Let's go, kid.
Oh, yeah. Someone came. Adler, maybe?
Yeah, good eye. Go, Bryce.
That's Romick out there.
2-0 count again. I'd make him throw another strike.
Come on, Bryce. Let's go, dugout. Let's go. Come on. Let's go, Bryce.
2-0 gets him on the swing.
Oh,
Let's go, Bryce.
sure look.
Hey, we gotta be patient up there, Shots. Let's go. Take a look what's going on here.
Let's go, 7. Let's go. 7. Do that right side. Let's go. Come on, Bryce.
Oh,
Ball 4. Ends up being strike 2.
Reset right here. Let's go, 7. Come on, Bryce. Let's go.
2-2. Let's see if Bryce can spark something fantastic here. Big hole on the right side between second and first. Gets him looking on the inside corner, and that's going to do it for the long shots. And yeesh, almighty. Long shots chasing 2 here. Athletic 6, long shots 4. We'll be back at the bottom of the 5th here in just a few minutes. Okay, back in the action here. Leadoff single out into the gap. Presso stays on the mound for the long shot. Squandered a leadoff walk in the top of the 5th. Left base is loaded earlier in the game. I think that was in the 1st inning. So long shots not doing themselves any favors of late with runners on. Got to take those runners to the bank, you know what I'm saying, and cash them in. That one foul, Mac. It's a certain level of comfort being under the 10 by 10.
Oh, it's nice.
Don't have to worry about those balls being fouled off.
Did you bring this tent yourself?
Yeah, this is Joel Kiergaard, my partner's tent. It's worked overtime this week. It almost got blown away in the storm out in Oakland, Tennessee.
Not to be confused with
Oakland, California. Same net result. Presso wanted that one. Looks like it was just missing high. 3-1 to count.
boy. 2 men on, nobody out. The team really feels like they're pressing Rhino.
Yeah, that's been the story all week. You know, these kids, it's the first time they've been together on the road. We're halfway through the travel from different travel programs and come here, so figure that starts to gel after the first, second, maybe third tournament. But here we are midway season on an away tournament where they're spending a lot of time together, and I would agree that still feels a little tense, a little pressing.
Oh no. Heck of an effort out there. Just couldn't catch up to it.
Yeah. Nice play out and right. Good effort. Not sure who that was out and right. That was, yeah, Adler, I guess. Dove for it. Nobody behind him.
You know, you bring up a good point. You really can't underestimate the team chemistry, especially in a sport like baseball. All right,
Adler's going to get a chance to get another one. He does. Here comes the throw. No chance at the plate.
Trying to get away from us a little.
Yeah, sure is. 9-4 now. It's like Rocco's day might be done defensively.
Good pitch.
Strike there offered by Fresso. Pass this over for the play-by-play to my partner Joel Piersgard here. Take a quick break of the action. Back.
All right, looks like a ball low. 2-0 count. Bases are empty now after that sacrifice fly. Foul tipped off the catcher. That's not going to feel good. Looks like it caught him in the right shoulder. Roberts swinging the arm around, trying to get that pain to dissipate.
We'll feel that one in the morning.
Oh yeah, it's a tough position back there. A lot of foul tips.
Especially in this heat, you know, wearing all that equipment.
Yeah, it's definitely hot. That gear, gotta have it for situations like this, but it certainly gets hot back there. Gotta stay hydrated, but Graham's a good catcher, battling through. Looks like he's ready to go. Umpire courteously gives more time. Kind of both know the pain. The umpires get hit with plenty of foul tips as well. First base coach is an first base umpire had a little speed dating session out there.
Yeah, it sure looked
Home plate umpire told his partner to maybe pay a little more attention to the game, less attention to getting digits of the first base coach. Hey, if you're going to miss at the pitch, you might as well miss big. That ball about 3 feet over everyone's head, but that's okay. No one on base.
Sending a message.
And throw it to his dad up here, I think, sitting behind home plate.
There you go. Oh, fair ball.
Backhand at third. A little bit of a bobble. Probably should have ate
What
it.
an arm. Oh,
but, threw it anyway. No harm, no foul. It's a nice backhanded stop.
Isn't probably we probably got him, but what an arm on that third baseman, huh?
Yeah, he's got a great arm. Once you go into the hole like that and you bobble it, you're definitely swimming upstream to be able to get all the way across the diamond. But with his arm, he felt like he could get it done. It was a good throw, so no harm, no foul. Probably scored a probably an infield hit. Maybe that bobble cost you in there. We'll find out what the official score says in a minute.
At first, it looks like he might be going here. Nothing to lose with 2 outs.
Yeah, if this is the leadoff hitter, what the heck, right? If you just throw it out, you got the leadoff guy up next inning, we'll see. Get the ball low and outside. If either running here, what are you looking at the pitcher as you're deciding whether when it's time to run if you are going to run?
You know, you got to figure they're really focusing on the batter here, so they probably would give him second base in this one.
Here to catch it that way. Got the third out, but the damage is done. That's 3 runs. Makes the score 9-4 in favor of the BC Athletics. And we'll be back after this commercial break from O'Sullivan's Public House.
Well, unless you guys, unless it's 1, 2, 3. But if you guys rally, and obviously come back and we'll play the last half.
All right, welcome back. Looks like this number 4 pitcher staying in the game for BC Athletics here. Leading off will be Grimm, and then top of the order, Yankin and Byers for long shots. I figure they need at least to get 2 or 3 runs one of these innings. Try to scratch back a couple of these now, so they don't have to get them all back in the 7th. So that feels like a pivotal point here for the long shots team if they're going to scratch any back. They got to get some runs here.
We're down to 6 outs. We need some base runners.
That's right. Outs being the clock of baseball. No running clock. It all matters and how many outs you got.
The old take till you get a strike.
Yeah, not a bad strategy when you need runners.
Great way to get some base runners.
Swings through that fastball. Evens the count at 1.
Come on, 3-4. Get us started.
It's a weak ground ball to second base. Gets by the pitcher. Second baseman's there, though. Picks it up on the run. Scoops it and throws it to first for the out. Leadoff out here. Ooh, watermelon.
My partner over here eating a watermelon. Damn good.
While we had this break, condolences to the family of Dave Parker, the Cobra I saw overnight. That ex-major leaguer passed away. He's due to be inducted into the Hall of Fame next month. So
Isn't that the way it goes?
Got plenty of old baseball cards of the Cobra.
yeah, he was a little ahead of his time. He was kind of a 6'5", physical, linebacker sized body. At that point, more of a defensive end kind of body. But he had a power speed combination, and it's become more common, but didn't see a lot of that back in the late 70s and mid 80s. End of his career was more of a left-handed slugger and masher. I believe he's the guy who used to swing a sledgehammer. Catcher would be hanging on to that one, but he did. Nice play by the catcher. Turns that into a strikeout and 2 quick outs. Now Colin Byers up, left-handed slugger for long shots.
And for the second time today, it's the leadoff man. No, 3.
Yeah. That was a late swing on a soft pitch. We had to wait on it, but wait a little too long. 0-1 count. ripped, but made the first baseman. First base coach Glowicki.
Nice move over there, coach.
The agility on that coach.
Showed some vertical leap, at least 6
Got a
inches.
nice shot of that for you for later.
The most energy I've seen all day. Oh, coming in hot.
It's like Byers trying to send us a message. Oh, and 2 count now. He's got a battle. Can't afford to take a strike 3. Need base runner. Got to find a way on. Takes it outside pitch. It's a good spot by the pitcher. Can't get hurt out there. See if he chases it.
Really like the approach by this kid in the batter's box.
Right up on the plate.
Oh, heads up.
Yeah,
Or heads down.
High and inside. A lot of time these side armors, the ball kind of frisbees in, you know. It looks.
Oh, what a
Fouled
great
straight
rip.
there. Just missed it.
When you start fouling the ball straight back, you're typically just barely missing.
Yeah, it shows your timing is there. You're just a little off vertically with the swing. Maybe he's starting to figure this sidearm angle out, not having seen 4 or 5 pitches. Oh, I don't know about that call, guys.
Leslie Nielsen. Oh, that
Side
really
armor
is-
coming in. It's tough for a side armor to hit that corner, but the umpire said he did. That sends Byers down looking. 3 quick outs. Move to the bottom of the 6. Athletics 9. Long shots 4.
I'm Amber Patton of Total Control Sports and professional softball player. The Total Control balls are a weighted hitting ball system that develops a hitter's strength and extension through the hitting zone while providing instant feedback. They are used by individuals of all ages for both baseball and softball throughout the world, from recreational Little League all the way up through the professional levels. Major league teams like the Texas Rangers, travel ball gold teams like the Beverly Bandits, as well as over 10,000 colleges, universities, and high schools. Visit us at TotalControlSports.com.
Let's go, Pat.
All right. Welcome back to the action. The leadoff hitter took that first pitch. It was kind of a soft fly ball to right field. Trying to see who that is in right. Is that Nero? Nero flagged it down near the line. Relatively easy catch. 1 quick out for long shots here in the bottom of the seat.
Look at a hawk up in right field.
Yeah, no, that is the West Tennessee chicken hawk. We've been seeing them all week long. 6-foot wingspan. Females are a little larger. They're the dominant of the species.
They fly alone. They don't like friends when they fly.
They are lone hunters. The male does the hunting. The female tends to the nest.
There he is again.
A non-traditional approach, depending on what you.
I don't want to hear it. Okay, here. I thought that was Mark Grace.
The sun is
In any
clearly
event.
getting to my partner here.
Full count here.
Remember that fight when the Hawk got hit in the head?
Yeah, in the face.
In the face. Boy, they sure knew how to whip somebody.
Yeah, they sure did.
Tough guys.
You got a hit by
The last
pitch to
time
the
I saw
face
a
from
good
them.
good fight was the White Sox Cubs. Michael Garrett punched Brzezinski at home plate.
All heck broke loose at
Oh
that game.
man,
Boy, huh?
that was wild. Remember that's when the Yankees were in town, tumbling out of the stands.
Back when Bridgeport was a tough place. You didn't want to be a Cub fan after that game.
That was rough.
First pitch in there for a strike for Adler. Adler's first inning of work here today. I believe he threw a few innings at Siegel High School Field. Swing and a miss. Chance for a throw, but double play. Didn't get it. Not caught. Second baseman putting the tag on without the ball.
Interesting. Try to sell it, Try to sell it.
Maybe the umpire was still talking to the first base coach, like he was last half inning.
Speaking of baseball fights, how about that Kyle Farnsworth
The body slam.
when he charged the ball? Paul Wilson.
Picked him right up
Paul
and
Wilson.
slammed him to the ground.
Paul Wilson still having nightmares about that one. All right.
Swing and a miss. Strike three for Adler.
Top in the net.
That's a
Where's this
big
kid
second
now?
out.
One was at the White Sox. He went on the coach for the White Sox, but when he was a hitter,
Looks like the time limit may have expired here.
Oh, Robin Ventura.
Robin Ventura
Oh.
charged
So
was it
the
Nolan
spike-
Ryan? Is that who that was?
Time limit has run out here, so despite getting the
Oh.
second out, we're out of time here, folks. A 2-hour time
Oh,
limit.
this was fun, fellas.
It was terrible. I mean,
Thanks for having me in the booth.
Yeah, Kevin, it was great to see you. I'm looking forward to spending the afternoon with you and the family out here in Nashville, Tennessee. This has been another full game experience by the Nero Broadcast Network. Thanks for watching the Joel Rhino Show. That's not only going to wrap up today, but it's also going to wrap up this 5-game set. Maybe we'll see you out in Cedar Rapids, Iowa next weekend for the 4th of July experience. Until that time, be kind to each other, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Where's what we do?